Hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and Baro has come once again, and on PC he's on the Orcus Relay on Pluto. And as is sort of a tradition now, the first item is new, and this time around it's the Atmos Oculus. Now this is a facial accessory for your operator, and it kind of reminds me of the visor that was worn by Geordie LaForge, with the exception that this one actually has sort of a holographic screen at the front where you can see some detail. I think it's pretty cool because you can give your operator a more sort of futuristic look. Next on the menu we have Primed Continuity, which at maximum rank is going to give your Warframe plus 55% bonus power duration, after which comes a complete set of the heat duostat mods. So we have Thermite rounds for rifles, we have Scattering Inferno for shotguns, Scorch for pistols, and finally Volcanic Edge for melee weapons. These will give you 60% bonus heat damage as well as 60% status chance. He also brought the Prisma A Better, which are decent looking shoulder blades. The problem I have with these is that they don't really suit the type of style I go for with my Warframe, so I have immense trouble actually fitting them in, but you might be able to make them work, so this is what they look like. They do look pretty cool. Next up we have the Prisma AHA Siandana, which is a decent looking Siandana, and it's not too expensive either, but I generally prefer bigger, bulkier Siandanas, and this one is very dinky. This has to be like one of the, if not the tiniest Siandana in the game, but once again, you might make it work. Then we have the Sikara, which is a very expensive cosmetic accessory that's not as bombastic as you might think when you think of 400 ducats and 200,000 credits. It's the two things that are sort of levitating around my shoulders. And I'm not quite sure if it's the color in the preview or if I accidentally changed something in my video settings, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't used to be this transparent. Moving on to the Prisma Scanner. This is a very solid Mastery Rank 0 melee weapon. It's decently fast, it does a decent chunk of damage, most of which is slash, it has okay status chance, very good 20% crit chance with a standard 2x crit multiplier, and it can use the Bright Purity Augment, which on top of adding the Purity effect, which is always nice, adds some generic melee damage scaling as well. Then he once again brought the Twin Grakata Stausan skin, and I will say the same thing I always do. It's not the best looking skin in the world, but I like it for what it does, because it takes the Twin Grakatas, which are kind of, beaten up and rough and kind of scratched up, and it makes them look brand new, which is super cool. He also brought the Prisma Ricotta, which is actually a very solid rifle, especially after the update 22, I think it was, rebalancing. It now requires Mastery Rank 11, it has a very good 25% crit chance with an above average 2.5x crit multiplier, it has 21% status chance, which is really good as well, and even though it doesn't do a ton of damage per shot, the damage distribution is very well balanced and it fires insanely fast. The downside here is that it's not very accurate and it kicks like a bloody mule, but that also allows it to have more DPS than other weapons of the MR11 category if you manage to, hit the target with all the bullets. Now, following the Prisma Ricotta, we have the Scimitar Prisma skin, which is a fantastic looking skin for the Scimitar landing craft. I'm a really big fan of the Prisma skins, but I particularly like them on landing crafts because you can actually see the Prisma energy flowing through them. Next on the menu, we have the Sonicore Alexis skin, which is a fantastic and very, very detailed skin for the Sonicore. I just love the Alexis set of skins because the little triangles you see everywhere just give every item that you put the skin on an immense amount of depth. It looks super cool. Moving on, we have the Naga Statue Baro, which is a decoration you can place on your landing craft, and it's basically just a Baro bobblehead. Now, he also brought the Prisma Sigil, which is a pretty cool looking sigil, and the way it works is that the actual sigil color changes the sort of bottom part of the sigil, and your Warframe's energy color changes the top part. And the final item is, as always, the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint, which is the item you need if you want to get the Inaros Warframe. Now, when it comes to my recommendation this week, I would definitely get Primed Continuity because it's just a fantastic mod that's going to benefit a ton of different builds. And I would only get the heat-based duostat mods if you don't like farming spy missions, because you can get all 4 of these from different tiers of spy missions. You can farm Scorch and Thermite rounds in either Kuva or T3 spy missions, you can get Scattering Inferno from Lua or T2 spy missions, and you can get Volcanic Edge from Tier 1 spy missions. They are really good mods, but once again only buy them if you don't want to farm spy missions. Then if you want a pretty solid and fun melee weapon that's only restricted by the mastery requirement of the relay, get Prisma Scanner, and if you want a pretty strong fun but horrifically inaccurate automatic rifle that kicks like a mule, go for the Prisma Ricotta. Everything else is just cosmetics, but then again these are just my personal recommendations, so if you want to go for the swag and cosmetics first, go right ahead. And that's pretty much it for Baro this week, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.